They seem to appear all over the world, floating silently, perfectly round. In the last few years, a new type of UFO has dominated reports.
UFO video recorded on military cameras.
No blinking lights, no visible propulsion, just silent, metallic spheres, hovering, darting, and vanishing in the blink of an eye.
I showed at the hearing recently. This is a spherical orb, metallic, in the Middle East, 2022, by an MQ-9.
But what really are they? And what do they want from us? These are the things we'll go through in this video, but we will see it through eyewitness perspectives, documented sightings, and scientific explanations. So stick around and subscribe if you like this video. It really helps the channel a lot. Did you know the origin of the word Foo Fighters? Yes, it's a popular band, but its origin is related to UFO sightings in the World War II. During the final years of World War II, Allied pilots began reporting something strange in the skies over Europe. What they saw were spheres, glowing, floating, following silently through the dark. The phrase was coined by U.S. airmen, specifically the 415th Night Fighter Squadron, who were among the first to regularly report these mysterious glowing spheres in 1944. But these World War II sightings are not the earliest sightings recorded. In 1926, high in the Himalayas, an expedition led by Russian explorer Nicholas Roerich made a chilling observation. Roerich wrote in his journal, "We all saw a huge, oval-shaped object shining and moving rapidly across the sky. We watched it through binoculars. It disappeared behind the mountains." This was 1926, decades before the term UFO even existed. There are many footages of UAPs across the globe, but in the case of spherical UAPs, the earliest known military footage is in 2016. During a routine surveillance flight over the war-torn city of Mosul, a U.S. military drone captured something extraordinary. No one outside the intelligence world knew it existed. It was the first officially confirmed military-captured video of a spherical UAP released to the public in January of 2023. What's amazing is that there are other angles aside from the military footage that caught the sphere. The Pentagon has not denied the footage's authenticity, but has not publicly commented on the object's nature or origin, and it introduced the orb-shaped phenomenon into public focus. But these footage are from military. Civilian footage of these spheres go as far back as the 90s. In this footage, we can see an UAP orb moving erratically. This was taken in the 90s in Russia, thus the grainy footage. But in this video, taken in 2016 in Japan, you can see some similarities in movement from the one video taken from the 90s in Russia, which are decades apart. But what do you think? Are they the same UAP? Comment your theory below. This footage from Colombia shows a similar spherical UAP that moves the same way as the one in Russia, Japan, and Iraq, but we can see it closer. In this footage, you can clearly see its metallic form. What clearly stands out is its movement. Its vertical movement clearly shows that it is not controlled by the wind, but there is no sign of any propulsion or emission coming from the orb. So what makes it move? We may know soon enough the answer to that question if this item known as the Buga sphere is connected to all those UAPs we see around the world. In early March 2025, residents of Buga, Colombia, reported something strange streaking through the sky. A shiny silver object, roughly the size of a large grapefruit, moving erratically before allegedly crashing near a rural area. Local farmers were the first to reach the crash site. What they found was beyond explanation. A smooth, metallic sphere, perfectly symmetrical, roughly 4.5 pounds in weight, entirely cold to the touch, even hours after being retrieved under the hot Colombian sun. The sphere is currently being analyzed further by scientists, but there are many skeptics that think that this is just an elaborate hoax. In July of 2019, off the coast of San Diego, something extraordinary was caught on military surveillance. A small metallic sphere was tracked by the USS Omaha. It hovered above the ocean for several minutes. It descended into the water without a splash, vanishing from radar, from sensors, from sight. No wreckage, no propulsion, no explanation. This was no drone. It was what researchers now call a transmedium object, capable of moving effortlessly between air and sea with no visible means of lift or thrust. It defied both gravity and the limits of our understanding. A nearby submarine close to USS Omaha also searched the location but have found nothing. This footage adds to the mystery of these spheres. What exactly are they doing in these seemingly random locations around the world? These are 5 theories, or what can be close to a realistic explanation as to what these spheres really are, aside from being a UAP or transmedium object. The most grounded theory? These spheres are next-gen surveillance drones. Spherical shapes reduce drag and radar signatures, ideal for stealth. And research groups across the globe are experimenting with transmedium designs craft that could move through air and water. This theory would also make sense on the locations they have been seen throughout the years, like military ships, conflicted countries, and possibly other sites that we don't even know about. Some skeptics argue these aren't objects at all but artifacts. A bird caught at the wrong angle on infrared. A balloon misread by radar, a reflection on a camera lens. This theory is the easy way out of the conversation, but can easily be torn apart as an argument. Rare phenomena like ball lightning and earthquake lights can appear as glowing floating orbs. Some plasma physicists suggest unknown atmospheric reactions could mimic what we now call UAPs. But most of these events are short-lived, unstable, and highly localized. They don't hover for hours or change direction mid-air or descend into the ocean without so much as a ripple. Balloons, especially metallic or reflective ones, can look uncanny in the sky, especially when caught by high-zoom lenses. Some UAPs have later been identified as weather probes, solar-powered balloons, or even trash. But what about the ones that move against the wind or vanish into the sea? Some sightings of spherical UAPs could be optical artifacts created by directed energy experiments, such as lasers, high-powered tracking beams, or satellite-based illumination systems that appear as floating orbs from certain angles. If this is possible, this would explain how the spheres move in straight lines or blink in and out, depending on how the beam interacts with dust, humidity, or reflective surfaces. So, which theory do you think best fits these spherical UAP sightings? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Till next time.